All right, strap in, because today we're diving snout first into a reptilian civil war. Imagine this. You're standing at the edge of a swamp, dragonflies buzzing, the water still as glass. Suddenly, it ripples. From one side, an alligator rises, dripping with swamp water. It's America's swamp-made stealth bomber, dark and brooding, like it just crawled out of a low-budget horror movie filmed in Florida. From the other side, the water erupts. A crocodile surges upward, eyes glowing like a prehistoric monster. This is the saltwater psycho, a predator that looks like it was designed in a lab by someone who said, "Let's take a tank and give it teeth." This isn't just another animal face-off. This is Mother Nature's heavyweight championship. Crocodiles versus alligators. Who rules the water? Who rules the land? And who's putting you on tonight's dinner menu? Let's find out. When it comes to sheer size, crocodiles are the undisputed giants. A croc can stretch up to 20 feet long and tip the scales at nearly 2,000 pounds. The largest living reptile on the planet. If Godzilla had a younger cousin, this would be it. Alligators are smaller, but don't let that fool you. At around 15 feet long and topping out at 1,000 pounds, they're still big enough to make you question every canoe trip you've ever taken. Think compact edition of a monster truck. Now let's talk bite force. Crocodiles come in swinging with an earth-shattering 3,700 pounds per square inch of pressure. That's strong enough to crush bone like dry crackers and probably snap a bowling ball in half just for fun. But gators aren't exactly soft biters. They clamp down with 2,100 psi, still enough to crack through turtle shells, shatter bones, and in lab tests, even dent steel. Forget nutcrackers at Christmas. Just hand a gator your walnuts. Problem solved. Armor is another area where crocs dominate. Their bodies are covered in bony osteoderms, natural body armor that works like reptilian Kevlar. If Batman was a lizard, he'd probably look like a croc. Alligators have tough skin too, but it's not quite the same level of plating. They're more like football pads compared to the croc's full medieval knight armor. Still, you wouldn't want to test either with a baseball bat. In the water, both of these predators move with shocking speed, but their strategies couldn't be more different. Crocodiles are sprinters. They burst out of the shallows at 15 to 20 miles per hour, ambushing prey with the enthusiasm of a linebacker on too much caffeine. Alligators are stalkers. Their muscular tails, which make up half their body length, propel them silently through the swamp at 20 miles per hour. Then, at just the right moment, they launch upward in a lightning-fast strike. If crocs are battering rams, gators are ninjas with night vision. Now let's check their turf. Crocs are the world travelers of the reptile world. Thanks to specialized salt glands, they can handle both freshwater and salt water. Rivers, swamps, oceans. Doesn't matter. They've got property everywhere. Alligators, they're more homebodies. Freshwater only, swamps, lakes, rivers, that's their kingdom. Think of them as swamp landlords, collecting rent and fear from anything smaller than them. Stealth, however, is where the alligator reigns supreme. Imagine a log floating quietly with just eyes, ears, and nostrils above the surface. That's an alligator playing periscope. And here's the wild part. Gators can hold their breath for up to 2 hours. 2 hours! That's longer than most people can sit through a movie without checking their phone. Crocs can't match that kind of patience. When it comes to combat style, crocodiles are infamous for their death roll. Imagine being trapped in the jaws of a tank that suddenly decides to spin like a tornado. That's the croc's signature move, a brutal spinning maneuver that rips prey to pieces. Alligators, on the other hand, rely more on shock and awe. They're masters of the ambush, silent, hidden, and then, boom, an explosion of power from concealment. They're less about technique and more about surprise. Your dinner now. Even lifespan gives crocodiles another edge. Saltwater crocs can live over 70 years, dominating the same river system for generations. It's like passing down a family business, except the business is fear. Alligators are tough too, but they usually don't match that reign of terror. Their lives are long, but not legendary. So what's the tale of the tape? The crocodile is bigger, heavier, meaner, armored up like a medieval knight, and able to travel the world's waters like a reptilian conqueror. The alligator is sneakier, stealthier, and perfectly adapted for swamp warfare, a reptilian assassin lying in wait. One is a war machine, the other a silent sniper. So, who wins in this reptilian rumble? Size-wise, the croc takes it. They're heavyweights, tanks with teeth. Temper-wise, the croc again. They're notoriously aggressive, picking fights just to stay sharp. But stealth? That's all alligator. Nobody lurks like a gator. In a one-on-one fight, most of the time, the crocodile leaves as the victor. It's just too big, too mean, and too built for battle. But in the swampy kingdom of the gator, the fight isn't so clear-cut. The gator may not always win, but it makes the showdown messy. Think of it like the UFC heavyweight champ, the crocodile, facing a scrappy, unpredictable street fighter, the alligator. Most nights the croc leaves with the belt, but the gator makes sure it's never a clean fight. And that's why this reptilian rivalry will always keep us on the edge of our seats. Two monsters, two strategies, one swamp. If these giants ever truly went toe-to-toe, you wouldn't just be watching nature. You'd be watching a reptilian blockbuster, part horror movie, part action film, and all jaw-dropping power. So next time you're near the water, ask yourself, do you feel lucky? Because lurking beneath might be a croc with armor or a gator with patience. Either way, you're not the apex predator anymore.